Scorpio, welcome to your weekend reading. Let's get started here for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. See what messages we have for the weekend. Okay, for Scorpio, weekend energy, weekend vibes. Ooh. Okay, lots of flippy floppies. Okay, here we go. So we see mending, by the book, regeneration, and higher power coming out for Scorpio. Bottom of the deck is orphaned. Okay, so what this tells me is that you're bringing something back. You are being guided by your higher power to bring something back that was gone for a while, lost, gone, not in your life for a little bit. There was some separation here. And I feel like, you're bringing something back to life and you're being guided to do so. You're being guided to regenerate something, to bring something back to life. And I feel like it's going to involve some healing when I see this mending card. So it's almost like you're healing, you're mending a bridge, and it's not conventional. This is something that you're doing that is sort of outside of your comfort zone. And I feel like it's being sort of brought forward because of what's on the bottom of this deck, orphaned. There was something here, Scorpio, that you sort of felt like you were left out of. You sort of felt left behind. You felt unloved, unseen, unacknowledged, and sort of forgotten, almost orphaned. It's an interesting card to see on the bottom of the deck because you got card 4 and 5, right? Higher power and orphaned. So it's interesting. That makes me feel, whenever I see numbers in sequence like that in a very well shuffled deck, I often think that means you're walking a path that you were meant to walk and that you're gaining momentum. So there is something here that made you feel in the past, and this is a general reading, so how far in the past will depend for everybody, but might have been inner child, might have been maybe a couple of years ago, might have been a couple months ago, might have even been past life. But there's an energy here of feeling unloved, unwanted, not belonging, feeling sort of cast out. And that it's almost like your higher power is guiding you back to whatever that energy was, to say, bring this back, bring this connection back, because there's some healing that needs to happen, and it's unconventional. When I see by the book that this isn't a conventional situation of sort of a let's make up. This is different than let's make up. There's more to this situation than let's make up. I feel like there's something here that was a wound when I see orphaned, that maybe this situation sort of had to go away for a while until the parties involved were able to reach a new level of understanding or perspective. And that may have taken some time because the regeneration card is here, and that's something that you previously thought was dead and gone. Okay, this is something growing out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Like this little plant is just coming alive in a time where I always think this is like a volcano erupting, and all of a sudden there's this beautiful plant emerging. And mending. So you're bringing healing to something that you thought was done. You were sure this plant was dead. You know what I mean? Metaphorically dead. And you're bringing it back. You're ready to heal this connection. It's really beautiful, Scorpio. Let's excuse me. Let's jump into the tarot cards and see what messages we receive for Scorpio's weekend of healing. Scorpio is having a weekend of healing wounds, guided by their higher power to heal wounds that were once thought to be finished. This is coming back. This is regenerating and mending. And it's very unconventional, unexpected too. First card out is the 9 of Wands in reverse. So 9 of Wands in reverse, my friends, is a time where you're ready to be free of something. You're ready to be free. You're not feeling surrounded anymore. You know, when the Nine of Wands is upright, I often think that those wands are surrounding this knight and he can't see a way out. But in reverse, I always feel that you're ready for freedom and you see a pathway for it. You see a pathway. Your higher power is showing you a pathway to make amends with something. And that's not to say that you're to blame. I just mean that it feels like you're the one that's going to initiate this healing. This feels like it's coming from you, that you're the one being guided by your higher power to bring something back, and you're ready for it. You know, you're ready to be free of this feeling, this orphaned feeling. You're ready to be free and to heal. What is the obstacle for Scorpio in this situation? Ooh. Five of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. The Five of Pentacles is in reverse. So that's a nice thing to see, because when the Five of Pentacles is in reverse, that tells me, oh, look at that. There was a card behind that, sneaky. Okay, that's interesting. We'll get to that one. When the Five of Pentacles is in reverse, that tells me that any loss, any perceived loss is turning around. Again, this reminds me of the Orphan card. And look, behind that is Milk and Honey. Beautiful, beautiful, and no place like home. You're really bringing something back that was very meaningful to you. And when it went away, I think you felt left out in the cold. You felt lost. You felt like you didn't belong anymore, that someone had cast you out. It's the same energy in both of these cards, and they're both the five, right? Five in this deck for Orphan, and this is the Five of Pentacles. So very interesting. But when the five is in reverse, that tells me that that's all turning around, that you're not left out. You're coming back to life in this situation. Man, something that was perceived as a loss is returning and mending. And it's very interesting. Nine of Pentacles tells me that you've had your guard up for a while. And it's funny that Nine of Pentacles was sort of hiding behind the five and I didn't see it. But that tells me another message as well, is that sort of behind the scenes here, unknown to anyone else, maybe you were feeling really guarded, but you're ready to be free of that feeling of being guarded. So you may have had your guard up with this person, this experience, whatever it is that's coming back here, but it's almost like your higher power and your own healing has lowered your guard. You've been able to recover and you've put your mind at ease now. And I feel like you're ready to make amends, or to allow this situation to be amended. You're ready for mending. You're ready for healing. You're ready to, I almost feel like you're almost ready to have a conversation about this. Wow. That's really interesting. That's what's top of mind, or those were supposed to be your obstacles. That's so interesting. Another five coming out is the Hierophant. So top of mind for you is your higher power, is truth, is seeking out a new way of looking at things that's rooted in the divine. So your obstacles involve this idea of perceived loss, having your boundaries up, and needing time to recover. But I feel like you've done this already. And I feel like you're ready to be set free of this wounded archetype that you may have been sort of cloaked in, right? When we have a wound that we haven't looked at or acknowledged or healed or anything, it tends to be the voice of ourselves. We tend to speak through the wound. And I feel like that's not the case for you anymore. Something has shifted here, Scorpio, and I feel like you are being guided by your higher power here in the higher power card, and here in the Hierophant, which is another five, to sort of address this wound in a way where it heals. It feels like it's specific to something that you didn't think would ever come back to your life. And I feel like it's marching back towards you right now in an unconventional way, in a way that you didn't expect. You didn't expect this. Perhaps someone's going to approach you. This is very interesting. Let's see what's driving all of this for Scorpio. Two more cards. Interesting. What's driving this for Scorpio? We see the King of Pentacles and, the Four of Pentacles in reverse. So what that tells me is that you're feeling confident and you're finally ready to sort of release whatever it is that you've been holding close to your chest. You're ready to finally let go of whatever it was that you sort of maybe have been holding on to for a little bit, in terms of, you may have been afraid of losing somebody or something in your life. And now it's almost like you've seen that you haven't actually lost anything. It's still here. And it can be brought back to life through mending, through healing, through an unconventional or unexpected turn of your path. You haven't actually lost anything when I see this Four of Pentacles in reverse. This is also Capricorn energy, so you could be dealing with a Capricorn. We see the Capricorn energy here, and in the other pentacles you've received here, we see the Five of Pentacles, which is Taurus, and that's also the King. So you might be dealing with an earth sign. You might be dealing with an earth sign. The Nine of Pentacles is a Virgo. So, I kind of feel like you're dealing with an earth sign. The Hierophant is also Taurus. You could be dealing with an earth sign, Scorpio, one that you're ready to make amends with. Or you're ready for them to make amends with you. You're ready, and you didn't think this was something. I feel like in the past, when this sort of came to a conclusion, I don't think you ever expected to hear from this individual again, or this experience. I don't think you expected this to come back. And it looks like it's going to. It looks like this weekend you may be considering something coming through your higher power, through your divine connection, however that resonates for you, to bring something back to life that at one point made you feel like you didn't belong. And maybe now you see it in a different way. You understand this loss in a different way. And you're not afraid anymore to speak your truth because you've had time to recover. Your guard was really up, though. Your guard was up, but now you're ready to sort of walk through the pathway and say, I want to mend this. I want to see this regenerate. I don't feel orphaned anymore. You know what I mean? It's almost like you've seen the other side of this. Instead of feeling like a victim, I think you feel empowered when I see the King of Pentacles here. You feel empowered. You feel empowered, and you feel like confident in yourself here, because I feel like you've seen the truth when I see the higher power and the Hierophant. You've realized something here. Wow, what a really interesting reading. All the water sign weekend readings have been really, really interesting. Okay, my friends, I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you so much for joining me for this weekend reading, and I'm sending you so much love and light. See you again soon.